because he built 3 hatcheries, but he did not build drones there, as they're showing. He just built the 3 hatcheries so he could have that quick unit production. It's like the equivalent of just building a 3 gateway rush or something if you're a Protoss. You know, on the Zerg side, to build a bunch of units, you've got to have hatcheries. So really, the 3 hatcheries, it kind of tricked Movie into thinking, oh, he's going for econ, but instead of building drones, he just built a bunch of Hydras all of a sudden.
It's a good switch.
The downside of that now is, you know, he wasn't building drones the whole time, so he is going to be a bit behind if he can't get something done. He really hasn't done any economic damage to Movie. Movie hasn't. Well, he lost a few probes when he had to bring the probes out. Yeah, he has lost some money building cannons, but his tech is not far behind. He's going to have, you know, the Sarah Reaver pretty soon here. He already had that Reaver. I haven't seen a shuttle since then, but he's going to have map control pretty quickly. Shine doing a really good job, actually, of taking down that Corsair. A very smart move, and it looks like Movie is not persisting with the Corsairs. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I guess he just doesn't have the gas to do that. He's got 2 Reavers out now, so definitely his front door is going to be safe, though, with 2 Reavers, and really, if Shine could have seen that Reaver earlier and gone and sniped that, that would have probably been game over for Movie. So really, that was a mistake by Shine not going and picking off that Reaver as soon as that thing popped out. But that was game-saving for Movie, and it looks like he was probably just planning on going Sarah Reaver anyways. As you can see, he didn't have hardly any gateways out, which is why that push there just almost broke Movie, because he didn't have the gateways. But pretty soon he's going to be adding gateways. He's on 2 bases now. I mean, Shine's been mining off 2 bases and probably has a lot less drones than Movie has probes. As you can see, actually on the counter there, it's about 55 to 42 in favor of Movie, and Movie going now maybe to make a scout or just expand too, maybe.
Well, I think that, I mean, the game's kind of reset because both players at this point, and that is, unless of course there's some harassment that can happen by Shine Medusa, or God, I keep calling him Shine, or KaL, by Movie. Some harassment can be going on, but no. Wow, Shine brilliantly placing his Hydralisk perfectly in the path. It might not actually kill the shuttle because the shuttle's hugging the side of the map so much. Oh, able to get by with just 1 shot. That was actually pretty big there. Shine with great anticipation, but just not in the right spot. Ooh. Movie, burrow researched. You don't see a whole lot, and that's what we're talking about with creative play here. You do not see burrow research very often, and that's perfectly what it's used for there. And obviously, look, no harassment can be done here at all by Movie. So Shine with a good job. Although he's burrowed his units, but he might lose his spawning pool there. Now, obviously, he's not making a ton of Zerglings, or actually any, I don't think, other than those first ones, so that's not as huge a deal. He will be able to rebuild it. Is it going to go down, though? And... oh, yes, it's going to go down.
That's not good for Shine.
No, that's definitely not good for Shine, although, again, Shine is building Hydralisk, and so he's going to continue pumping that, and he probably will be able to rebuild the pool without that much of an issue. 2 shuttles out here for Movie. I have seen some pretty good harassment from Movie in the past. Scourge out, but Shine completely missing. Now seeing it, that shuttle is most likely going to go down. No! Actually kind of poor micro there by Shine, not getting that. So here come the DTs in, and of course all of the Overlords are at the other base there. They are moving away. Oh, wow. And getting a lot of kills here. So Movie is slowly edging his way back into this game here. Not that he was necessarily out of the game before, but I mean he is slowly taking an advantage with some excellent harassing, which is something I had mentioned before. Something that sometimes you see the Protoss forget to do when they're playing against the Zerg, and that is very, very key here. Shine, after not having drones, after not having really any sort of economy, has had to just spend so much money on building and building. And so the more drones that Movie can take out and the more he can harass here, he's going to be a lot better off once he starts macroing up his army.
Yeah, well, Movie has actually a pretty huge advantage right now. It's even you can see back at his base how many gateways he has going up. He's probably not even thinking about expanding very soon. Well, he might be, but he just threw down like an extra. He's got like 5 or 6 gateways coming up right now. So he's going to be able to make a very big push, and you can see Shine getting additional hatchery there. He's going to have to be producing units pretty quick here, but the problem is, yeah, he can still build Hydras, and typically, a Zerg can mass Hydras against a Protoss, and it can be very effective. The problem is, though, he hasn't started building those Hydras until just about now, and it's a little late. He hasn't had those hatcheries building Hydras. He doesn't have the economy necessarily to support it. Oh, and if the shell goes down, that would be big, and it looks like it is going to get picked off before anything gets out, but just a Zealot. So then, again, swinging a little bit back to an advantage for Shine. That definitely hurt Movie, but Movie now has a pretty good composition. He's got 2 Reavers. He's going to have Sidestorm pretty quick. As soon as those gateways pump out a few more Zealots, he's going to be able to make a very strong push and just have total map control. There's some Zealots now. They are speed upgrade +1 as well. You can see Shine's got his Burrowed Zergling there, so he is going to be able to see that. Shine is trying to push out here and put some aggression, put some pressure on Movie to try to keep on his base, but honestly, I do not think it's going to last that long as Movie can do some good micro here and get out. Although he shouldn't be sending Zealots out with the rest of his force. That's not a good idea. But again, the problem is that Shine has to just totally build units right now. He cannot build drones because he doesn't have the map control to do it. It looks like he does have a decent amount of saturation there, so that's pretty good now, but still only 3 bases. So you're looking at 3-base Zerg versus 2-base Protoss. Probably pretty soon going to be a 3-base Protoss. So I still think that Movie has a small advantage here, but it looks like Shine is building up for a drop with a bunch of Overlords here. If he can get this in while Movie is busy at his front, this could be pretty bad for Movie, but Movie does have 3 cannons there, so he's going to be relatively prepared. You can see it coming in right now. He's going to have to move his forces from the front of his base, and he is moving them back there, but will they get there in time? Quite a few Dragoons. He does have the Reavers, so I do think the Reavers are going to be able to take out the Hydras, but he's not pulling his probes, just now pulling the probes, so quite a few probes do go down. We'll see if we'll see a Psystorm. No, Movie not doing a good job with this Templar. Already loses one Psystorm there, so he is going to clean it up, but definitely Shine has done some damage here. We'll see if Shine just pulls those Hydras back out, or if he actually tries to keep doing damage. It looks like he is going to try to take down this Templar. He does take down one Templar, not going to get the second, I don't think. No, it looks like Movie pulled that away, so pretty good defense by Movie. Not that much economic damage done, but again, Shine's done some damage. He took out the shuttle, so definitely he's coming back in the game. It's certainly evening out now.
Well, a lot's gone on in this game. For how long did it happen right now? I mean, we've seen a lot of different tactics used with the Burrow. One thing that I'm surprised we haven't seen yet is lurkers. I'm surprised even building like 3 or 4 lurkers. Ooh. Oh wow! And a quick snipe on the Reaver. That was actually a great move by Shine. Oh wow! That Scarab actually went off after going for quite another. Oh. And another great snipe, but another Reaver and a great Storm, but also, oh my gosh, Shine is still going to lose this battle, but excellent job sniping all 3 of Movie's Reavers. That was really, really brilliant there. Unfortunately, as you were saying, Steve, he just hasn't pumped enough units, and there's more units streaming down from Movie here. Movie might be able to take out these 3 hatcheries, or at least he has stopped mining on this base. Oh, and brilliantly, I didn't even see that base building at the bottom left because of the map was too small here, but Movie has units all up in Shine's base there, and is just streaming more down. A great Storm. They're taking out 4 Hydralisks, and Movie is just firmly placing himself in here. This might even be close to the end of the game now. The thing that Shine does is he does have a lot of hatcheries, so he is going to be able to continually pump Hydralisks. You'll notice before he didn't even rebuild his spawning pool. We haven't seen any Zerglings. He might have rebuilt it by now, but he didn't even do that earlier because that's not what he's focusing on. He didn't even care about that. At this point, I'm not sure. I mean, Movie with a couple key storms might be able to continue up, but there we do see some lurkers finally forming here, and I think the lurkers are a little bit too late here. I think we should have seen them a little bit earlier from Shine, and I mean, not even needing to research observers at all. Movie with some decent storms coming in here, but there's not enough units to break this front quite yet.
Yeah, Shine's still holding. If Movie does make some micro mistakes, Shine can definitely get back in, but then another good storm there. Movie has really done a really good job with the storms, but now he's going to be facing a few lurkers. Like you said, it's a little late, but it's certainly better now than never. We haven't seen observers out for Movie. I'm sure they're coming on the way, though, just about now, since he's already seen those lurkers for quite some time. I think Movie should probably be expanding. It's too bad he hasn't expanded, because at this point he's still sitting on his bases he's had, but both players have pretty much just been massing units. You can even see Shine. Yeah, he didn't have any drones at that base because they kind of got pulled away because of that incoming force. So there's the expansion now finally for Movie. But, you know, it's hard to know when to expand because you have to be careful, because if Shine just continually pumps Hydras like he pretty much has been, you know, Movie, if he would have expanded back then, it would have been pretty dangerous because he wouldn't have the force. You could even see he barely had the force with good micro to take down Shine's force. So it was pretty close. But as you can see, just that big army again being remacroed up by Movie, I just think that he's had just a little bit of an economic edge for a while, ever since the very beginning build failed by Shine, and I think that's just shown itself, and now Movie, you know, has a bigger force, but his main is mining out a little bit. It looks like finally he does have another Reaver now, so a really good mixed force here with the Reaver and the Archon, just in case there were some mutas or something, which there aren't. Shine, yeah, Shine's going to need to do exactly this, a counter drop or something like that is what I was thinking to get back into it, but he's going to lose 2 hatcheries here in the meantime, at least one. He's trying to micro his Hydras there, but I mean, against Storm and Reavers, there's not a whole lot you can do unless he moves back to that Reaver, which he's not moving around. He's kind of just keeping his Hydras on a front line, and that's really not a good way to face a Protoss. Although he did actually take down Movie's army. Movie just didn't have quite enough.
Oh,
and a
man.
really big shot there. Movie's going to come in and bring his shuttle, see if he can get some of the drones in the meantime, and Shine's main. There it goes. The Scourge do take down the shuttle, but not before a bunch of drones get killed, and he did have Burrow, but it looks like, is that 16 kills on the Reaver? I don't know if that's all drones, but he's probably definitely at least got about 8 or 9 drones now, and yeah, quite a few Hydras, so pretty hero Reaver there with 20 kills. Recently in a game, it was free versus effort. I saw an Archon with 58 kills. Pretty impressive. Go watch that if you want to see it. But yeah, again, pretty exciting game here. But there's a GG finally from Shine, so he just did not have the funds left to build another army, I don't think that, and he lost his couple hatcheries out there in the front. So good job by Movie to hold off the initial rush by Shine, and unfortunately Shine just couldn't get done with that, and I think he was just behind the whole game because of that.
Yeah, Movie with a very smart choice after that battle to go into the main and get some kills, and I think that's kind of was the straw that broke the camel's back. Shine just knew he lost too many hatcheries, he lost too much mining, and throughout most of that game towards the second half there, Movie had him in food counts. So good game, good play by Movie, a nice try by Shine, but definitely a failed attempt. We'll see if he can do better in game 2 here.